Learning Target 4.8 is about a specific set of conditions called STP. So, STP is an acronym, meaning each letter represents a word. STP means standard temperature and pressure. So what this is a set of conditions that scientists do experiments at to minimize error. This way, scientists all over the world can do experiments with gases at the same standard temperature and pressure, and since those variables are held constant, their data can be compared much easier. So what is the standard temperature and pressure? Well, the standard temperature at STP is 0 degrees Celsius, which is equivalent to 273 Kelvin. And standard pressure is 1 atmosphere, which is the same thing as 760 millimeters of mercury. These are just values that have to be memorized. They were defined by scientists years ago, and based on these definitions, we just have to have them memorized for when we do problems involving gases at STP. The way I like to remember it is that STP is 0 degrees C. STP is 0 degrees C. STP is 0 degrees C. That way I always remember the temperature is 0 degrees Celsius, and then using the equation K equals degrees Celsius plus 273, you can convert that value to Kelvin. So let's try a few problems where we test if we know these values. So this problem says a balloon is found with a sign on it that says gas inside is chlorine and is at STP. What do you know about the pressure and temperature of the gas? So here's the key. The gas is at STP. So that means the temperature is going to be 0 degrees Celsius. Another way of saying that is it's going to be at 273 Kelvin. We know the pressure of the gas is going to be 1 atmosphere, which is the same thing as 760 millimeters of mercury. So there you go. That's what we know about the pressure and temperature of this gas. Remember, just to clarify, these two values mean the exact same thing. They're not a different measurement. They're just different units for the same measurement. But I have a follow-up question here. What if I changed the question? Instead of saying you had a gas of chlorine, what if I said you had a gas of argon instead? How would that change your answer to this problem? So pause the video and think about that for 30 seconds. The correct answer is this shouldn't change your answer at all. Any gas, no matter what the gas is, if it's at STP, it's going to be at this temperature and this pressure. Doesn't matter if it's chlorine, if it's argon, if it's carbon dioxide, it will always be at this temperature and this pressure. So using your knowledge of STP, go ahead and quiz yourself by pausing the video right now and answering question number 3. When you're done answering the question, hit play to get the answer to check yourself if you got it correct. So which of the following could be the correct temperature for STP? So what I'm going to do before I would even look at the answer choices, pretend this is a free response type of question. What is the temperature at STP? Well, if you have these memorized, you know the temperature is 0 degrees Celsius, which is the same thing as 273 Kelvin. Now that I know that for sure, I got that written down, I can check, is this in the answer choice? So 273 mmHg. Nope. mmHg is a unit of pressure, so that can't be right. 0 Kelvin? Nope. That's absolute 0. 1 atm? Well, atm is a unit of pressure, so that can't be right. So all 3 of these are incorrect. So the correct answer choice then would be D. None of the above. If you need to get some extra practice, I would recommend making 4 flashcards, or 2 flashcards, one for temperature and one for pressure at STP with these values on the back. Go ahead and move on to your Chromebook or your iPod to get some extra practice and prove your mastery for this learning target if you feel confident after watching this video.